So in my absence, we're going to take a look at some things regarding some aspects regarding the Constitution and elections. So pretty straightforward Constitution scavenger hunt. I want you to get familiar with some of the aspects of the Constitution and digging through it. So you're going to go through this scavenger hunt. Now I realize you can Google search, but it's also there'll be a link to an interactive Constitution on Classroom, and you can see here if you put the plus sign. Here's the various articles and sections with the interactive Constitution. I mean, you could search them as well. I'm not going to lie to you. Let me tell you that the answers are set so that you need to just punch in a number. Not first, not second, not third, not 14th amendment, just the number. So how long is the term of each president? What part of the Constitution addresses that? Under Article 1, how old must you be to be a member of the Senate? It tells you where to go under Article 1. It's just going to be a number, okay? Which article explains the Constitution is the supreme law of the states. It's the Sixth Amendment, or the sixth article, excuse me, not amendment. We haven't got to the amendments yet, so it would just be a 6. Okay. And there is one asks under Article 3, how long can a federal judge hold office? This is actually not a number. So I'm going to talk about this one actually on the video because it's a little confusing. It's actually good behavior or life. Well, it's life with good behavior, meaning like federal judges have a lifetime appointment, but it isn't necessarily, they can be impeached and they have to maintain their dockets and they can't just be, not holding court. So good behavior or life would be the response. I think the rest of them the amendments are just numbers. Numbers will be the correct answer. I can't say that strongly enough. After you've done that, use the interactive Constitution to help you to on where to go. So here's the articles, and then here's the amendments, and then you could go. And I'm going to ask you to go to some other websites and looking at the presidential primaries, the electoral college, presidential primary, and then the presidential election. How does the electoral college work in understanding it? Answer these questions in a color other than black using this history.com electoral college site. And the same thing with this, with understanding the presidential primary process. Again, this is the process where the Democrat and the Republican candidates, run against each other to determine who's going to be the nominee in the general election. So this is a little bit on what happens prior to the general election. The two main types of primaries: open and closed primaries. Michigan and Michigan is a closed primary, so you have to be a member of that. You have to declare to be a member of that party to get their ballot. So you can only pick like Republican or Democrat. That's a closed. Like in August, we had an open primary where you had both, but you could only vote on one side of the ballot. And this is the process of an election. How frequently does a presidential election occur? Hint, every 4 years. And so you'll use this website to help you answer those questions. So again, a pretty basic overview of the election process, but a needed one. And if you finish that, then begin working on your Odyssey ware.